Hello everybody! Today I am here with a traveler's notebook process video, and I'm documenting these two photos I took of my cat Mochi when he was kind of hanging out with us on the bed. He does this pretty frequently. He'll come and hang out with us while we're getting ready for the day or leaving for work or whatever. He just likes to be around us and likes to watch what we're doing, and so I took these cute photos of him and I'm excited to document them. So I'm kind of basing my color palette for the whole spread off of these photos, so kind of neutral colors, grays, and greens. And so the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking through all of my green and turquoise embellishments. I have my embellishments kind of separated by color palette, or by color group rather. And so I grabbed a few things that I'm considering adding to the spread, like this bird and this little leaf, as well as that little tab with kind of a topographical map kind of pattern on it. And then I'm digging through my tags, and I pulled out this one that has a little kind of bundle of leaves on it. I believe this is from Simple Stories, but I don't remember the name of the collection. And then I grabbed a couple of sticker sheets and a sticker book. This sticker book is from Maggie Holmes, and I'm just kind of digging through, not digging through, I'm kind of flipping through the pages, trying to decide what kind of elements I want to add to this page. And I decided to go ahead and adhere down the photos with my ATG, just so that I can be mindful of the amount of space I have left on the page, so that I can pick things that are a good size to go with it. And so I went ahead and stuck those down, and I'm trying to decide where I want to put that tab. And then I decide to grab this kind of to act as a title. It says, "You're some kind of wonderful," and I went ahead and put that above the left photo. And I'm deciding where I want to actually stick down that tag, and I decided to put it on the lower side of the right page. And now I'm just continuing to flip through, and I grab a couple of little phrase stickers. So that one says, "You are so loved." And then I also grab one, this is from a Studio Calico sticker sheet, that says, "Be a little wild," I believe. Yeah, "Be a little wild." And then I'm continuing to flip through the sticker book, and I decide to spell out his name, Mochi, with these gold letter stickers. And so I, went ahead and grabbed all of those. And I also add a little heart at the end. And then to tie in the gold color further through the spread, I put another gold heart on the left side. And I'm continuing to kind of flip through, see if there's any other additional bits and pieces I want to put on there. And I'm actually pretty proud of how much headway I've made using this sticker book. I've been trying to use as much as I possibly can, And so I went ahead and added one more phrase that says "one of a kind," and since it's a clear sticker, went ahead and added it to the left photo. And I believe that's all I decide to go with from this sticker book. And so I decide to move on. I'm digging through another kind of little embellishment drawer through these tickets and these little kind of rhombus diamond shapes from Studio Calico, but I think they're a little too big for the spread, and so I decide to look elsewhere. And I don't decide to go with any of those square embellishments either. And from there, I decide that I want to add some kind of plant or other stickers throughout the page. And so I grab my binder of just various like sticky sheets as well as other sticker sheets that I've kind of collected. And I'm looking through to see if there's anything in that same color palette, or just kind of going with the whole naturey, calm kind of motif. And I decide that I want to grab this mushroom sticker sheet from Stickii. I don't believe it's from any of their kits. I think I just kind of got it when they had a sale on general sticker sheets, and I went ahead and adhered down one on the left, and then I grab another to go on the right. And I'm looking to see if there's any others. I consider this third smaller one, but I decide against it. And so now I'm just looking to put that sticker sheet away and considering if there's any other ones I want to add. And I decided to move on to this Botanist Sticker Anthology sticker book that I believe I got for my birthday. I'm sure you can find it online. It is great. It is chock full of tons of different plants. And I, flip through, trying to find anything green that will go with this, the general vibe of this page. And so I go to more of the woodland kind of temperate section, just because it, kind of matches the colors better. And I decide to grab this fern. Ferns and Mochi have a complicated relationship. We had a fern for a while, and Mochi would chew it whenever we weren't looking, and so it eventually just kind of died. We had to kind of hide it far away from him up high so he couldn't get to it, and it just kind of died. And so I think it's kind of a funny nod adding this sticker to this page because it'll make me think of Mochi's love for chewing on leaves. And I just grabbed this brand new stamp set from Studio Calico, and I'm seasoning, just kind of scrubbing off any, residue from that brand new stamp just so it'll stamp more clearly. And now I'm testing it out on a spare piece of paper just to make sure it looks good. And that stamp just says "Cozy Vibes." because Mochi likes to get nice and cozy and cuddly on the blankets. And I went ahead and just stamped that down and in my regular archival black ink that I typically reach for. And now I'm just flipping through my collection of 3x4 stamps. Mostly these are from Citrus Twist and Studio Calico. Just trying to see if there's any other phrases I want to add. And I just kind of stored these in I believe this container is from Home Goods or Marshall's, but it's just kind of this kind of brass and glass looking item, and it just so happened that it fit my stamps perfectly. I didn't buy it specifically for that purpose. And I'm, just kind of looking through, seeing if there's anything that I possibly want to add. And I end up going with this set from a Studio Calico documenter kit from a few months ago, maybe back in the summer of last year, but I don't quite remember. But I went ahead and stamped Daily Joys because this is kind of a regular occurrence with Mochi. He likes to, come cuddle with us. And I went ahead and put that stamp set back. And now I'm just kind of twiddling my fingers trying to decide what to do. And I grabbed this green label sticker from Freckled Fawn, and I went ahead and just cut it in half because it was a little too bulky. I feel like it would have looked off balance. And so I cut it in half and put it down on opposite sides of the page. And I'm finally adhering down the little tab that I had kind of forgotten about. And I grab another label sticker in this beautiful sage green from Studio Calico. These are also a recent purchase. And I'm flipping through a different binder of stickers that I have to see if there's any other little bits and pieces I want to add. And I decided to go with some of these other botanical kind of vellum-y, clear-ish plant stickers. And I went ahead and decided to stick a few of those down. And here I am celebrating because I finished a whole sticker sheet, which is a pretty rare occurrence. And then I added this little eucalyptus one, and then I decided to just finish off this other sheet as well. And I'm having a little bit of trouble peeling it off, but I went ahead and stuck that down. So now we have kind of 3 of that same watercolor-esque kind of style of plant across the spread. And now I'm flipping through to see if there's anything else in this binder that I'm going to go with, and none of it kind of works, so I went ahead and put those away. And then I decided to add some little dot stickers. That one is a little too blue, and so I peeled it back up. But I love dot stickers. They are just so easy to plop down in any spare area, and they just add a little bit of something. And then I am also going to reach for some homemade dot stickers that I made. I have some kind of circle punches that I use to punch out various patterns. I like to use a lot of like kind of vintagey patterns of paper, old books, and I run them through my Xyron sticker maker, and boom, they're easy to use. I don't have to worry about gluing them down. I can just kind of plonk them down on the page, and it's something that I really like to do when I'm not feeling super crafty, but I want to do something, while I'm watching TV. I'll, just stamp out or punch out a bunch of circles. And now I decide to reach for a few different markers in the colors that kind of go with this spread. And so I grabbed this kind of, it's almost sage green. It's a Crayola. And then I also grabbed this darker kind of pine green Steadler. I believe that's a Steadler. And I add some more little dots and stars. And then I also grab a kind of tannish brown color. And this is from the Crayola Colors of the World, which is an excellent set of markers. If you don't have it, you should go to Target or Walmart and pick it up because the colors are so spectacular for anything neutral. And then I grabbed this Michaels sticker book, and I grabbed some of these little paw prints. This whole sticker book is kind of themed around like tigers and leopards and being wild, and so I figured that those go pretty well, even though my cat is about the tamest cat that there is. He is an indoor-only cat, and he is very lovey, but, he has paws, so the paw print stickers worked perfectly for him. And now I'm kind of reflecting, thinking what I want to do, and while I think about it, I decide to go with some more stamping, but I want to go with a color of stamp. And so I have these beautiful cat stickers that I haven't, or not stickers, cat stamps that I haven't used. These are, I think I bought them from a friend on Instagram, and so I decide to grab this Distress Oxide. The color is Frayed Burlap, I want to say is the name. It's out of frame now, so I can't really see it. But I'm not really happy with the way it's stamping or the color of it. And so I'm going to grab some of my other colored inks to decide if there's a better option. And I decided to go with the Vintage Photo, which is the brown distress ink, which I adore. It's such a good color. And I was practice stamping this on a kind of textured paper, and so it looked kind of weird. But I just decided to kind of go with it. And so I'm making sure to ink it up really well so that every little bit of the stamp is covered so that there's not any patches. and I pressed down really firmly to make sure that it, stamped. And I'm kind of a little unhappy with it, but all in all, like, I can't do anything about it, so I just decided to leave it. And it goes with the colors, and he's a cat, a solid colored cat, so it works really well. And I consider that Maggie Holmes sticker kind of roll, but none of it really works well. So now I'm digging in my kind of small embellishment drawer. I use these things not so much for scrapbooking, but more for my Hobonichi or my other like kind of traveler's notebook, more journaly, collagey kind of stuff. But I grabbed this little strip of patterned paper that I believe is from crepe paper, like ages and ages ago. And I went ahead and adhered that down underneath the name Mochi. And then I believe that I go back looking for some stickers. Again, I don't know what I'm expecting to appear because I already looked at all these stickers and decided I didn't want any of them. But there I go, just kind of looking through, trying to decide if there's any other bits and pieces I can possibly add. And for now, I decide to just get some journaling done. And so I grab my handy dandy black Pilot G2 pen just to write down a little bit about Mochi, a little bit about his personality, and how much I love that he likes to cuddle and likes to hang out with us. And I'm, just kind of adding some documentation. I love this cat very much. He's a very funny guy, and so I love to write about his funny personality. And so I add some journaling down on the bottom left corner, and then I believe I add some more on the right side as well. Again, just continuing the theme, explaining what these photos are and what was going on at that point. And then I decided to cut out some of this PET tape that I got from my friend Job in some Happy Mail because they go with the botanical theme, but they're nice and tiny. And so I cut out this almost Lily of the Valley looking one, and then I cut out this brown dandelion-ish seed head kind of looking one because it also is kind of circly, which continues the motif that I have of the circles throughout the spread. And I loved using those PET. I love using PET tape in general. It's something that I don't have a lot of, but it's a very versatile kind of supply. And then I decided to dig through this other embellishment drawer that I have that has more kind of vellum-y, clear looking stickers, but none of them really fit, and a lot of them were just a little too dark, and that's my big old head in the way. And so I'm digging through, but I decide not to go with any of those. And I decide to look through a drawer that I have that has teeny tiny little botanical stickers. But at this point, I don't really have a lot of room left. And then I go ahead and decide to fill in the rest of the space with some more journaling. I'm just writing about things that Mochi likes. He likes brushes, he likes cuddles, and I can't really read what else I wrote there, but I just decided to add a little bit more journaling. Oh, food, that's one of the other things that I wrote down. And then I grabbed that tan marker again and decided to add some little rows of hearts. And I believe that's it. I think I call that good. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.